How you doing, everybody? My name is Carlos Lopez, and this video is for Education 330 with Professor Moore. The basis of this video is to reflect on the Padlet that we are assigned to do, involving diversification and involving just a diverse culture shock in the classroom. Now, when talking about diversity in the classroom, me, a Hispanic male from the south side of Chicago, I know that all my classrooms in every single fashion of every way were diverse. I live in a melting pot. I live where one block could be an Asian community, one block could be a Mexican community, one block could be an African American community, and these are three separate blocks right next to each other, right? So I know for my parents' sake, going to parent-teacher conferences and having someone that has the capability to translate for them, right? To have signs up that make sense to my parents in their native language really helped a lot, because it's gained a sense of comfortability for the parent and for the child. Having that sense of comfortability goes a long way, because I know me as a student, it makes me want to come to school. It makes me want to learn. It makes me want to be there when in reality, it's a tough task for educators to try to convince their students to be there every single day for school. But being more comfortable, having that, like they always say, your school's supposed to be your second home, having that feeling of a second home really brighten and broadens my day, because now I got to do that for my kids. I currently work in a high school where it's 95% Hispanic, and unfortunately, we don't have the resources to have a paraprofessional in every single classroom, right? We don't have the resources to have everybody in that school be fully equipped to have 100% success. But when we take these toolkits that I created and we take everything that I have provided for everyone, the world to see, you can see that your day could go much, much, much easier. With the Padlet that I created, I broke it down to 4 sections: curriculum and lesson planning, teaching strategies using culture, fostering a multicultural classroom, and community building within the school and within the neighborhoods. Now, with these 4 topics, you pretty much get a basis of everything that you need as far as dealing with a multicultural classroom, right? With curriculum and lesson planning, you have the capability of changing your own lesson plan or curriculum to the comfortability of the students. If you have a lot of Spanish-speaking only students, try to create an environment where they want to learn, where they can learn, because that's ultimately the end goal. Now with that, your teaching strategies using culture, I know growing up, whenever it was Christmas time, there was always a teacher that implemented Kwanzaa into there, implemented Chinese New Year, implemented all these different culture shocks to try and just gain a sense of not being ignorant to the fact that there's other things besides your own culture, right? So that's very, very important. When you're fostering a multicultural classroom, it is very important to just make sure everyone is being heard and seen. If you are not heard and seen in any space, or whether a child or an adult, you're not going to feel worthy of being in that space. So making sure that they are being heard and being seen goes a long way. And finally, building that community with your parents, with your neighborhood, with your community, with your school community. If you don't have that basis of, okay, we can do this together, okay, I don't care if we're in a top neighborhood, I don't care if we are in a area where there's less resources, we all need to stick together as a community. We all need to stick together as just a family, right? In the school, you have to be a family. With that family, you build that sense of relationship, you build that sense of just love that you need for these students, and these students will reciprocate that love right back. So with that being said, thank you for watching my video. I hope that these toolkits could really help with your future endeavors as a future educator, and I wish you all the luck. Thank you.